Bam, all of a sudden it's showtime. What's going on, everybody? JT here in the studio, Studio 10-4 weekly update. Coming to you live. Hopefully got some of our regulars in the studio. Looks like we already do. Mr. Billy Joe Burrell's in there with us. Wondering what you guys are all up to. There's about 15, 16, maybe 20 or more or so of you in there that I don't even know who you are. And they're just in there kind of hanging out, watching me do what I do. So glad to have you on board, though. I appreciate you tuning in. Know we had some other stuff going on just during our regular hour, so we're changing it up, and I think we're going to stick with 5 o'clock on Wednesday and see if that works out better for you guys. Jacob Bonham, good to see you, man. Been seeing a lot of you on social media lately. Looks like you're out there doing some good stuff, and good to see you on there, man. Good to see you there. Sean Rowe, good to see you too, buddy. Nice to have you in the show. Mr. John Jakes, yes, sir. We'll talk about that in a few, but good to have you guys here. And that means we're on the right side of Mother Earth here right now. So, oh man, so there was some shows this weekend. Unfortunately, I was out of town, so I didn't have the chance to get through to anybody and put together a wrap for the weekend. We did have a couple of shows though. Wheel Jam was going on in South Dakota, and the Great Lakes Pride and Shine was also happening there. The Grand Rapids, Michigan, MC Van Campen headquarters in Grand Rapids, Michigan. But we do have some shows that are going on right now. In fact, I did see Miss Flatbed Red streaming just a few minutes ago from the ATHS National Convention and Antique Truck Show in Illinois at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield, Illinois. So that's happening. Also this weekend, the Sunflower Classic Benefit Truck Show is going on. And then we have coming up following week, the original Monster Stacks Shootout. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well out there. Things out here in California, probably the most expensive, ugly expensive they have been on the fuel side of the world ever. You guys are battling enough at $5 and $6. We're at $7 and $8 a gallon for diesel. So if you don't have to come out here, don't do it. Yeah, Super Rigs was going on too, right? Or is going on right now. I can't keep track because I have seen so many different posts on that show and different folks that are out there, friends of 10-4, of course, all friends of everybody that's in the show right now too. So hopefully you guys have been keeping track of that. Be curious to see how that all turned out. So hey man, I'm trying, Sean. We try to keep it up and keep it going around here. There's a lot going on, a lot coming up. Of course, right now we're pretty much buried in the books of Trucking for Kids. The September 11th show that we're putting on down in Irwindale, California. So it's kind of all hands on deck. Everybody trying to do what they can to make sure that it's a successful show for you guys that are coming out. If you haven't done so yet, in fact, let me bring it up here real quick while I got you. The easiest way to get in and check out the show, I'm going to bring it up for you right now. Go on over to our TFK Truck Show page on our website. That's 104magazine.com. Go to the TFK Truck Show right up here. And click on here and register, pre-register your truck right there. So I don't know what the number of trucks are right now that we have pre-registered. So hopefully we're going to be getting a lot of you in for that. That's definitely an important thing for us to do, especially for you if you want to be there and parked early on Saturday, because we're only going to get allowing a certain amount of trucks on Saturday. Those are going to be the first come, first serve pre-registered trucks. So get over to the website, check it out, and get yourself pre-registered. And if you're not going to do that and you're just going to wait till you get down there on Sunday, that's okay too. Just get in there early on Sunday and make sure you get in, and we'll get you parked and get everything ready so you can show and play all day and watch truck drags too if you want, because that's going to be going on. We're probably going to start the truck drags a little earlier this year, I think around 11 o'clock. Nothing's absolutely final on all of that yet. But for sure, this is, and that is that you can go in and get pre-registered. Mr. Dan Lynn's, of course, jumping in, or just go to www.truckingforkids.org, and you will get there as well. So Dennis, what's going on, buddy? From the cafe. So Aunt Barb's Cafe or what? Man, that's awesome. Glad to have you on board. Um, yeah, John Jakes mentioned, and I didn't want to just open the show with that, but of course, we experienced the loss of a good friend of 10-4 magazine, and a lot of you yesterday. The word was going around, very unexpected. All of a sudden, um, and that's the way life is sometimes, very unexpected and sudden. But our good friend Troy Helston passed yesterday, unexpected. And I believe it was yesterday that he passed. Everybody was sure actively talking about him, but I want to focus on something. And I just gotten done talking to Mr. Brian Martin, the boss man over at Four State Trucks, and we both pretty much had some of the same sentiments about Troy and life in general. And uh, number one, I can go back and read you what I wrote here, but I'll leave that for you guys to do. I did write a piece and share it on our Facebook page. So go over there and check that out for us, and you'll get a look at all these pictures I posted. But what Brian and I were discussing is that what this guy was just a fun loving, great spirited, positive individual that um, no matter where he was, no matter what he was doing, he was always looking for the good side, and he was always on the good side of things. So, um, and you know what? Listen, some of you are saying, well, nobody's that positive. Well, you know what? That's true. But the difference between being positive and even acting positive when you're not feeling in the best of moods, man. I'll tell you, that's what makes the difference. And you kind of try to set things aside, and if you're going to be out there and you're going to be in front of everybody and doing what things like Troy did. He just had a great attitude, and Brian and I were speaking because I wanted to find out what all these great costumes were all about. You see him wearing the Flintstone one here, and I think we got him in a few, and I think that's probably got to be Ninja Turtle, right? Am I wrong or on that? And then yeah, so Ninja. No, there's the Hulk. Um, so what was going on with these costumes is the dinner that, and these are older photos from older shows, because obviously we're indoors where they used to host the dinner for everybody. It just grew too big and they couldn't do that inside like that anymore. So where it's at now, outside in the tent where they host everything on Thursday. Um, this was what Troy did, man. They just started throwing costumes at him and spoofing him, and Troy was on board 100% to accommodate. And Brian said the guy was so into it and had so much fun with it that it wasn't just a Thursday night thing that he was doing anymore. He would wear the costume sometimes the whole next day. So he was into it. He was into making it fun and making everybody laugh. And I'll have some more pictures too, probably tomorrow, that I'll pull out of a whole bunch of pictures that Dan sent over to me, and we'll be able to check him out. But he he's going to be missed. He was definitely one of the good guys, and just you're all wondering what happened. If you're asking yourself, well, I didn't hear about it until now. Um, all I can tell you is it was sudden. I believe a heart attack, and um, that because I've heard different stories now after talking to Brian and talking to Dan. They're pretty similar, but I don't know the details. Just know that he passed away doing what he loved, and in a place where I think he was okay to be and happy to be. But our health is everything, and if it's not good, it can come back and get us. So we all have our battles. But the other part to the story is that Brian and I were sharing is that what, guys, it's never there's never too little time to say, come on over, let's connect, let's do something and do it. I think Brian phrased it best when he said to me, when people say, hey, let's get together, and you say, well, yeah, you know what, let's do that sometime soon, or next week, or whatever. Get it on the calendar. If you got time when you're talking about it, do it then. Um, and I've been saying this for years in the music industry, man. There's a lot of music legends out there that if you haven't seen them yet and they've been around as long as you have, you better go see them now because they're not going to be around much longer, man. They were older than us when they were out there, on the stage and recording back when we were kids. So make sure you do your part to go out there and satisfy yourself and part of your life's, bucket list history, whatever. But go see those guys. Guys like Troy, I'll tell you something. We're in a special time, I think, in place in our industry, especially the guys that are around the country that participate in all these shows. Um, some people think and have said, and I'll steal the line. Think of it this way: in a time that you had to be alive on this earth, you were alive and you were able to be alive during Van Halen or Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin. Of course, I'm paraphrasing and equalizing it over to the music industry. Well, in the trucking industry, um, you've got a huge list of people. Some of them are here on the show with us right now. One of them just left the building yesterday. You're around at a time when there's some legends out there that are a big part of what we do. Um, and I've been around this place a long time, guys, and to have people come up to guys at shows and they're having them sign their shirts and their posters and their magazines and their 10-4 posters and magazines, whatever they're out there that an individual might have at a show. These guys there's kids coming up and asking, can I have autograph? There's adults coming up and asking, can I have your autograph? We got rock stars in this industry, folks. We really absolutely have rock stars in our industry, and I'm proud to say I'm a part of a media source, 10-4 magazine, that's been bringing you rock stars for almost 30 years. And if you think about it, man, I'll tell you what, 10-4 has done a hell of a job, and I'm not just saying that because I'm here and I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't know any other publication that's done it like 10-4 has over the years. I really don't. And I think that they deserve a lot of thanks. That they've been here to help continue it, and forever in the archives of 10-4 will be people that we've talked about, had on the show, that are out in the truck shows every year now, that have been around, and some that were around before you guys. A lot of you that I'm looking in here and seeing on the show, and I know that I've met at the shows, probably uh, didn't get a chance to meet the guys that were competing back when I was showing, and then there's the guys before that. So there's some generational things going on here too that are really it's really cool. I think that you guys are lucky. You're a part of a time though that I think is just very much the bar has been set the highest it ever has been. Um, that is just it's an amazing time. Dennis Mitchell, you bet you, buddy, you are one of those. John Jakes, been around, on the cover, 10-4 magazine. Dennis Mitchell, of course, contributor for 10-4 magazine. Um, Brian, let me bring you up here, buddy. I didn't even read that. Yeah, our thoughts and our prayers are with Troy's family as well. And I'll share a story with you guys that I just shared with Dan Linz on the phone a minute ago, and um, when I was in the business and I was trucking, I was a transfer trucker, so I hauled materials, rock, sand, gravel, asphalt, all that kind of stuff. And we had seasons throughout the year. We had all the beginning of the season for us coming out of the rainy season here on the West Coast. We're hauling cushion sand. We're hauling base rock. We're hauling all this different stuff that's going to be part of the development that we're building, and all the underground sand that goes in, and rock and drainage, and then all the base rock comes in, and then we come back and we pave. And we had certain pavers that we used throughout the years that were our regular guys, and one of them, one year we came back after the past season to start the new one, and with family owned operating paving company, and we showed up on the job, and I said, hey man, where's dad? And we always called dad senior, the guy that started the business. He was still out there working every day. It was him, it was his son, who was more or less my age, and then his son. So there's three generations in this company working on same job any given day. So first thing we said, where's dad? And the son, I can't remember his name, it's been too long. He said, well, you see that building over there that the paver just went around to lay down a mat. He said Dad went around one of those buildings just like that, and he never came back. And what that meant was he passed while he was on the paver behind the building, and that was it. Can't even think about a better way to go if you want to put it into terms like that and think about it. You're doing what you love to do, and no long term, no long time suffering. Just you did your time, you put in your time, you did what you could to be the best person you could have been, and to leave like that, I think we were all better for it. So I kind of feel that Troy left us on the same terms and the same way, and I was shocked to hear about it, and I'm guess I'm still not really um, there yet with it. You know what I mean? What a great guy, person to have be a part of us and what we do. So anyway. All right, guys, listen, man, we got some upcoming shows that I want to talk about. And besides the Trucking for Kids, coming up is Soza Memorial. And that's coming up in real quick. I mean, less than 2 weeks. We're like, what, week and a half away now. So I hope you guys have made some plans to get out there for that. That's the Soza Memorial Truck Show, June 24th, 25th, and 26th, right there on the 10-4 events page. Get out there and check that out. Hope you guys are going to be around on the West Coast. Who we got in here? Randy Manning. What's up, Randy? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Jamie Williams, man. Absolutely. If you're mentioning Jamie as one of the legends in the industry, of course, put out some awesome equipment. I mean, the names go on as to who we've got out there that honestly I feel we're our industry and what we do, I think it's as cool and as exciting as NHRA, as NASCAR, as any other show and play and competition industry that's out there. Hot rods, whatever it might be, man. I think we're as cool as that. I think we're as exciting as that. And I think that the guys that are out there that are doing it, you know what, man? They should get and deserve as much praise and as much accolades as any of the guys that are in those sports and industries that are competing against one another. A lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money goes into what we do to make it the way it is. And um, hey, a lot of the shows you people go to, they're free. So, you don't even have to pay to go in. And I mean, for anybody to have a bad thing to say after going to a show for free, I'm sorry, you need to reevaluate because you just got into a free truck show where a lot of people put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into what they did to have that show happen, number one, and then the people that were competing so that there could be a show and have it for the spectators again for free. Show them some respect, man. You really, really need to rethink that thought process if you're not giving nothing but praise and love and respect to these people. Miss Julia, hello, honey. Good to have you in the show and watching from the Bay Area over there. Glad you got to join us today. So on that note, the Soza Memorial is going to be happening, and I want you guys to be out there. 10-4 will be on site. Studio 10-4 will be out showing a lot of what's going on. Hope you guys will be tuning in for that. Want everybody to know that Trucking for Kids trailer will be on site again. The Genies are going to bring that beautiful Godfather truck on site. That's our official Trucking for Kids hauler of our 53-foot van that we have. That is the Trucking for Kids van. That'll be on site all weekend again. The rodeo is going to be happening down there, and I'm saying the truck rodeo. So my understanding is they've got a big hay squeeze competition that's going to be going on. So that should be pretty cool. Yeah, here we go. Just as I'm saying it. Hi, Ashley. How you doing? Sunny D Manufacturing is the official sponsor for the truck rodeo at the Soza Memorial Truck Show. $1,000 in the pot. So if they put 1,000 into the pot, I don't know if that means, and Ashley, maybe you can expand on this, if that means there's 1,000 in there with them and their sponsorship plus entry fees for the guys or not. Give us a little more insight on that. Let us know. appreciate that. But look, the more of you that show up, the better it's going to be. Where's my transfer guys? That's what I want to know about. Where are my transfer guys? Are there transfer guys trying to enter in for the transfer rodeo? Did anybody? I understood last week after talking to CG that that may not have been taken off the way that we had hoped. So if it's not, let's get it done next year. But if it is, and you guys are wondering about it, get a hold of CG and get a hold of Ashley. Check them out on their Facebook page. And in fact, I'll bring that up again real quick because I want you guys to see it. There's that guy right there. There's all the up-to-date stuff that's going to be going on and is going on at their show. So get over there, check it out. Facebook, Soza Memorial Truck Show. That'll give you all the information you need to know about it. What else is going on with us? Man, new magazine came out last week. We did get that done. I actually got my copy now, so I'm pretty damn excited. Now I've got something, and I've been so busy, I haven't even been able to get out and read it yet. So, but there it is. And we'll be getting Barry's on the show maybe next week. I'll have to make that call and see if I can get hold of them and they're able to sit down and get them on the show. Definitely want to do that. Ashley that says that's a CG question. She's just the wifey keeping things organized. Awesome. That's great. Ashley, you're doing a good job of it too, I might add. So keep it up and keep going. We'll find out then. We'll talk to CG and see where that goes. Oh man. Anyway, yes, next week try to get our cover trucker family, husband and wife on the show. Like I said, we'll figure that out and get that done. I don't have much else for us today, so you guys get a condensed version of the show. Would like to see if the 5 o'clock hour is a better thing for you. It looks already better to me from what I can see. I'll definitely get some pre-show stuff out next week for you. Anybody that's interested in becoming a sponsor or an advertiser with 10-4, please look us up, contact me, and I will point you in the right direction where you need to go. You can do that by private messaging me, reach out. I don't hide. Heck, you can email me, whatever, john@104magazine.com. Simple as that. And I will get you to who you need to talk to, where you need to go. Going out tomorrow, and I'm going to be meeting with Lowry Trucking over in the Davis area. We're going to be talking their truck show that's coming up in October and some other items on the agenda. Yeah, Dan, absolutely. Vendors for TFK. If you're looking to be in front of a great audience on September the 11th in Irwindale at Trucking for Kids 41. I should put that up there, huh? Get a hold of Dan or Tim, and they will definitely take care of you. Anything to do with vendors, sponsorships, except for the live streams. If you want to get involved with the live stream sponsorships, get a hold of me and I'll take care of you on that one. I think we're still looking around maybe for some top tier, like platinum sponsor people for Trucking for Kids. If you want to find out what that means and how that works, please get a hold of Tim or Dan and they can explain it to you. It's a pretty big deal. You get a lot out of these different high tier sponsorships, like getting into the show early, multiple truck slots, different benefits come to you, booth or bigger booths, depending on the level that you're in there. You need to talk to Tim and Dan and find out what that means and what that's going to look like. So love to have you be a part of Trucking for Kids 2022, September 11th in Irwindale, California. And the website has that sponsor information as well. Perfect. So I am learning as we go here too, because I haven't been over to see that. I want to look at something real quick. So truckingforkids.org has that information. There it is. So right there on the bam. Okay, so there's a page that comes up. Now I got it. All right. Thanks, Dan, for sharing that. So right here, guys, real simple. Where I sent you before, go to the TFK Truck Show tab on our website, 104magazine.com. Scroll down to here where it says want to be a vendor or a sponsor or a donor. There it is. There's all your information, everything you need to know. Okay. Hope to see you guys there. I hope to get some feedback here pretty soon on our pre-sales. In fact, Dan, do we have any information yet on the pre-sales? How we're looking as to this point? Because I know that's a separate, uh, almost like a separate engine. I know we didn't have that information before, but maybe we're getting that as well now. I don't know, but either way, um, hope to see you guys out there soon. Hope to see you guys anywhere soon, but I hope to see you all out there September 11th for Trucking for Kids. In the meantime, we'll see you in Merced. That's the next show that I'll be at. That'll be the Soza Memorial Truck Show. Check us out next Wednesday, 5 o'clock. Like I said, I'll get a pre-show flyer up for that, and that way you guys will have a little notification ahead of time. We'll try to get our current cover truckers of the month on and get a chance to talk to the Berries. All right, you guys take care. Stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. Keep the shiny side up. And you know what? If you are thinking about somebody and you haven't talked to them in a while, quit putting it off. Get on the phone. It's too damn easy. Okay, dial the phone, push the buttons, whatever the heck you do, and get it done. Reach out to your friends, your family, and I mean, I don't care how far back they go, and you haven't spoke to them in forever. Do it now. Get out there and do it now. All right, you guys, take care. We'll see you next week on Studio 10-4 Weekly Update.